out, and sometimes I can't even remember writing it. Like you write something and then you look. I just started writing Dom, and he came out, and I suddenly was like, where is this guy going to lead me? And I didn't even know what the movie was going to be about. I just started writing this guy, and he took me wherever he did, and it was completely enjoyable and very demented. I used to always look for Richard Green in movies, and I stopped seeing him. And I didn't really base him on anyone. I sort of just wanted to create a character that was larger than life, was obnoxious, abrasive, and yet somehow you couldn't help loving him. And the idea really was, how can we bring an audience along with the character who is a great deal of fun to be with, but also you want to keep at arm's length. And I think that was sort of what attracted Jude to the role and why it seemed to make sense. Who could play Dom's friend? Who could put up with Dom? Who would be right. I think he sort of enjoyed not having 50 people primp his hair and having to look perfect. I think that he sort of embraced the inner Dom in him. And, I think we all have a little bit of Dom in us. And I know for the, 2 months that we shot the movie, I think Jude was really enjoying Dom's company. I'm sure by the end he was ready to put Dom away for a while. He's a tough person to hang out with every day.
You never really believe it, because I've been in that situation before where somebody says, yeah, I've written this part for you and we'll get it made, and it never gets financed, or you find that they've got somebody else who is more financeable. So the fact that Richard Shepard, the writer-director, was true to his word, and here we are, a year later. It's not the usual way that it's worked for me, certainly. It's been brilliant. I loved it. He's extraordinary. He's transformed himself, because he's not, he's naturally slim and sort of bulked up and looked as gruesome as possible. That didn't stop women going weak at the knees wherever we were shooting. So, bastard.
Well, very good question. I think the first time I read it, it was the first time I'd been so shocked reading a script, and also the pleasurable experience of laughing out loud. And I read it again very, very quickly. And initially it was more the sort of challenge, I suppose, of making someone as shocking and as funny and as outrageous realistic, and also likeable. And then, as Richard Shepard, the director and the writer, and I embarked on it, we both really fell for him more and more, I think. I mean, there was something very liberating, and there's something wonderfully challenging about him, and having said that, by the time we got to the end of the filming, I was quite happy to say goodbye to him.
How has the decision to stall affected you? I live in it today.
I like letting go for a while, and then it became, really it just became a sort of morning MOT check of how awful I felt, how much I'd drunk the night before, how much I'd smoked the night before, so yeah. I think he's doing it to make a bit of money so he can support himself when he's in a band. So.
And then you wholeheartedly behind him?
I'm into his music.
Get on in there. Yeah, I'll try to begin with, and then we'll hear you out.
Next one for me, please. The next one. The black coat, straight here for me. Thank you.
Yeah, please, guys, straight at me.
Thank you.